There's a lawnmower going on outside. All right. Welcome, everybody, to Tusk Radio. Thanks for joining us again this week. We're a little different than normal. We're experimenting with some new recording spaces, so if you're watching this video thinking, what the hell is going on, there's your answer, and that's all we're telling you about it. We're in studio today with the Manchester Social Club. We have, in order, we have Nate and Owen, or Johnny Bravo, sitting on the couch.
We didn't even make it a minute.
Nope. Not 1 minute. So they're going to be in here hanging out with us today because apparently I just went super northern right there. So whatever. I have no idea how this is going to work. Oh yeah. I have no idea how this is going to work. Like, I'm used to having headphones and like a really professional screen in front of me and everything else, and I'm just toast. Like, I've got nothing right now. So
also, if you're watching the video, the large bright spot in the middle of the floor is the gateway to hell. So,
I was thinking about taking a nap there earlier, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice and warm on my feet. So,
well, at least you've got that going for you.
And, of course, over here we have Mr. Daniel Brackey.
Hi.
And Katie Allison.
Hello.
Joining us. And nobody has any idea what exactly we're supposed to do now that we're not protected by a table.
And I have to hold this microphone, which is really strange.
Yeah, I'm regretting this decision a little bit to hold our microphones.
The thing that's making me the most uncomfortable so far is that I feel like people can see my knees. And I don't know why that's making me uncomfortable, but that's the part of me that's weirding out.
You're not concerned about them seeing your sock?
You do have pretty ugly knees.
I do.
I'm not gonna lie.
I do. They're not particularly
It's a little
attractive.
I mean, you've got a hole in your pants, so it's just they're on display.
Well, it's so they can match my.
I've had worse holes in my pants, so it happens.
Well, that wasn't a hole, Bracky. That
Hashtag
was
holes
a
in your
fly.
pants.
Hashtag holes in pants. Well, that was a thing. All right,
Sure was.
Mr. Daniel Brackey, what's new in the world of music today? It's so weird not having headphones on right now. I'm freaking out.
I know, I can't hear myself in myself, so it's kind of strange.
All right, what's new in the world?
Nothing?
Nothing.
There's been
no
news. Quick, some birthdays. Who was I looking at? I was looking at some birthdays, and now they're not showing to me. Oh, Randy Jones was born on this day in 1952. Do you know who that is?
Randy Jones.
It was one of the Village People.
Really?
Boom. I'm hoping it was the dude dressed in leather because he was kind of cute.
Ow.
Well, that was uncomfortable. Moving on.
In 1961, Dave Mustaine, who is a huge jerk, was born on this day.
Dave Mustaine, Megadeth, worst human being in the world.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk.
So do you remember when when Dimebag Darrell got shot? Do you remember Dave Mustaine 2 days later put out a big press release like, I'm sorry to anyone I've ever offended, blah, blah, blah. But basically the whole thing was just this huge letter that's like, please don't shoot me.
We got the wrong man.
Yeah.
Dude, he's such
really did get the
jackass.
wrong man.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Wait,
Google.
You just said jackass, and I thought this was like FCC no swearing.
That's not. You can
No.
say that.
Yeah, you can say that on television.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now just reply with
I don't
jackass all the time.
Now I don't have to worry about my language so much.
Yeah, totally.
Zach Starkey, the son of.
Tony Stark?
You're an idiot.
That's what I was going to say.
I tried.
Ringo Starr.
Okay.
The son of Ringo Starr. He's the drummer for The Who now. Was born on this day, 1965.
Is he a jackass?
No. He's a really good drummer.
You know that if you talk into that mic when it's in your lap, it's not going to really...
I am entirely not have enough energy to
I am entirely not have enough energy.
You can't even words right now.
I'm not hashtag
You
can't
are,
even.
you are hashtag 15-year-old girl at Starbucks.
1, 3,
literally can't
5,
even.
7, 9, 11, 13, 15.
One last birthday. Fiona Apple was born on this day in 1977. And she's been whining ever since.
Yikes.
And
Why don't you tell us
Keith
how you really
Richards.
feel?
I like her. I like her, but
you don't
whines.
like anybody who was born today.
No.
Literally.
All these people need to die.
Today.
I disagree.
Happiest interview
I
ever.
disagree with you, sir.
Yeah, I like some Fiona Apple, especially the video with Zach Galifianakis.
Wait, she did a video with
I haven't seen this, and I need to.
Oh yeah, it's for the song "Not About Love,"
Oh.
and it's really funny. Zach Galifianakis, like all of her videos are kind of her moping around about a dude, and then
That's why I said whining.
but then the dude's just like riding motorcycles and super indifferent, In that video, Zach Galifianakis kind of plays the Fiona Apple part, and Fiona Apple like rides around on motorcycles and is indifferent, as Zach Galifianakis is like dancing in the ocean and writing in his journal and stuff.
I think he might be the
don't
coolest.
pretty
know how to
fantastic.
I
process
need to
what I'm
see
being
this.
told.
This is a thing that needs to be in my life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be his best friend. Oh, hey, there's a really nice Calvin Klein ad on here, so
Hey, now Bracky's excited.
that's what I wish I looked like.
Pliable butthole.
Hashtag Mark Wahlberg.
Oh my goodness.
Why?
Told you I'd fit it in there somehow.
Why did that just
That's
happen?
what she told you I'd fit it in there somehow.
Ah!
Well,
And it
our
was
show is
natural.
now off the air.
It's been fun, everybody. We were just canceled.
Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
A little bit of history. On this day in '65, Yesterday was released by the Beatles, which is one of the best songs ever written.
Yeah, that's pretty legit.
Pretty too legit.
To quit.
Wait, I thought that was by Boys to Men.
We should just continue.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dignify that with a response.
We'll let that
Move
silence
on.
speak for itself.
You all sadden me so much. 1985, We Are the World won Best Group Video and the Viewer's Choice at the MTV Video Music Awards.
Was that the original one that they got all the celebrities together?
Yeah,
Yes.
and randomly Dan Aykroyd is there.
That's not random. That's Elwood Blues.
Yeah, but he looks like Dan Aykroyd, not Elwood Blues.
You know what? I don't care.
It's weird because everyone else is a singer, and then there's Dan Aykroyd with glasses and just looking like he got out of bed. Heyo?
There he is.
Heyo.
Heyo.
Dan Aykroyd.
Go straight to hell. Dan
The portal's right
through
here.
this portal
Yep.
right
Right here.
here.
The portal.
You can go straight to hell.
We'll build a diving board.
Adam's
You
foot
can-
is in the portal to hell.
Yes, it is.
In 19...
Is it toasty?
Yes.
How dare you interrupt me?
In 19...
In 19...
69, we took a little hike. Never mind. Keep going. I don't have to impress any of you.
In 1991, Geffen Records threw a party to launch Nirvana's single "Smells Like Teen Spirit." The band ended up being thrown out of their own party after starting a food fight.
That's a beautiful story, and I'm glad I know it, and it makes me happy inside.
In 1996,
Said
American
Kurt Cobain,
rapper...
That party was a blast.
American
Sorry.
rapper. I'm interested in the news. And you're
Sorry,
just
I
being-
wasn't
you're being
interested
a
in-
jerk.
That was awful.
I
That was not a
needed-
good one.
I needed to make an uncomfortable Kurt Cobain.
Get
Go
into
sit
the
in
hole!
portal.
Sorry. Anyway, American rapper.
American rapper. Yeah, this is an uplifting story. On this day, Tupac Shakur died. How dare you?
Wait, literally today's the day that Tupac...
Today's the day that he was shot and killed. Yeah.
Oh, that's... I'm a huge
That's a
Pac
sad
fan.
loss, yeah.
If you want to go see him, you can jump in the hole.
Really? You think Tupac's in
No
hell?
way he's down in hell.
Tupac is in thug heaven. Everybody knows it.
More or less.
More,
Yeah.
more or less.
Thug heaven.
Hashtag thug heaven.
Hashtag thug heaven. Wow. All right. Keep going. We're all going to get shot.
It's fine. Whatever. I'm used to it.
Wait, that requires addressing. You can't just say, I'm used to getting shot and leave it hanging.
I roll with the thugs.
Pac or Biggie, son.
Do you bake cookies with them like Taylor Swift? Like, it's a thug story.
I'm not Taylor Swift, in case you didn't notice.
No, I noticed.
And here, all these years, I've been thinking I was BFFs with Taylor Swift.
What an unpleasant surprise.
My
that just
talents
was.
just come forth so often, don't they? Uh,
I love that song. It's my jam.
Singing. Oh, my God.
But you guys used to have mad love.
Now we just have bad blood.
I know.
I've still got scars on my back from your
Take a
knife.
look at what you've done.
Bracky, you are the teardrops on my guitar.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Bracky.
I hate everything about this. In this day in 2000, Elton John threw a tantrum. No, go figure.
Okay.
When he was set to appear at a sellout show at the Estoril Casino near Lisbon. Elton was unhappy after the audience were slow in leaving a VIP dinner before the concert. He left the building and got on his private plane and flew home. Because
Screwed you
people were
guys
slow
from
at
going
leaving
home.
dinner.
Bye, Felicia.
Okay, that whole thing needs to stop because it just annoys the crap out of me.
Oh, if it annoys the crap out of you, then.
Let's keep it going.
I'm the one, I'd make all the important decisions in the world because
Of course.
I'm important. Like, go figure. All right, anyways, current newsy stuff. Whitney Houston is returning as a hologram.
Well, we
Oh.
knew that was happening when George Lucas bought the rights to her appearance the day after she died.
Hashtag Pac
that
did
a
it first.
thing?
Yeah, I think it was a week, but yeah, I'm pretty sure.
What?
Cause that was a big thing. Like it was like a week after she died. It wasn't like a day, but somebody bought the rights to her appearance right after she died, and everybody was like, "Oh, they're gonna make a hologram," and then they didn't. Guess what?
So
Yes, they
this
did.
is a
I'm
business
Googling
we're going to
this.
get into, right?
Yeah, this is a thing now.
You can buy people's appearances.
Yeah.
I wonder how much I'm worth.
Jack squat.
Nah, it's got to be at least $1.
You don't really want the answer to that
it's
question, do
funny
you?
that you said that because I hit the internet trying to sell the rights to your image just to see if I could scam you,
course.
and I actually got people offering me money to stop trying to sell them your image. I will give
That's
you
what I should do for
$50
real.
if you just go home and die.
This got really dark.
I just wanted to leave an uncomfortable silence so he could start crying or something.
I was hoping you would, but we wouldn't see it behind the sunglasses anyway.
You have no idea what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I kind of know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh my God, I should have stopped drinking about 3 hours in last night.
False.
Foo Fighters, Sonic Highways, which was the documentary series they did
Oh yeah.
Super good.
about their album. I need to watch it because I haven't seen it.
Okay, so they did LA, right?
Okay?
For everyone out there that doesn't know, I lived in LA for 6 years, right?
Don't worry, if you ever meet Nate, he'll tell you.
I will. And actually, it like seriously pissed me off because they did LA and then they went to the I was gonna say the F word, the desert to do like the Josh Homme and like Queens of the Stone Age thing. And like, while yeah, that is great, and it does have its own scene and whatnot, but they didn't even touch like Orange County Punk. They didn't touch Zeppelin. They didn't even touch the Eagles, the Laurel Canyon scene. Like they just was like, oh, this is the LA episode. Now let's drive 2.5 hours out into the desert. We're not even in Los Angeles.
Maybe you should make your own episode.
Maybe I will.
You probably should.
Like,
Well,
I was
and
seriously
they
pissed at
already
Paul for doing that.
they already did the whole movie Sound City. I mean,
Yeah.
that kind of was L.A. You know,
A
that
little
was
bit, yeah.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
many
and that
movies
was a
about
really
LA
good
do you
movie.
need?
You're right.
Nate?
One
Have you
more.
ever been to a video store?
Yeah. Once.
Go find a movie about LA. There's
No,
one.
I'm just saying, like,
no,
like
not,
he
not
does
that
this
kind of video
great
store. I think about
documentary.
regular movies.
He does this great documentary in all these cities, and then like you hit LA, which is arguably the music capital of America, and he then goes out into the desert, which isn't LA. Like,
Maybe it's a different town that he's thinking of. You know, it's LA, but the other LA.
it's not Louisiana.
And moving on.
Yeah.
Anyways, on the note of Sonic Highways, they took home 2 Emmy Awards for that, which is pretty cool because the Foo Fighters are pretty cool.
Why were you holding your hypothetical Emmy like a doggy bag?
Did I?
Yeah.
They took home 2
Home
Emmys
2
for
Emmy
this.
awards in a doggy bag.
Maybe you should have stopped drinking 3 hours last night.
I didn't drink at all. Like, that's a lie. I was at a wedding, so yes, I did.
Playing Bon Jovi.
Boom. Damn straight. Nothing but. Yoko Ono is going to commemorate John Lennon's 75th birthday with the world's largest human peace sign. So I'm hoping she's going to like nail together people into a peace sign because it says human peace sign. So.
I mean, oh,
That would be
my brain hurts.
This is
Owen,
going
why?
So twisted so quick.
You didn't even have a microphone, but that's probably for the best.
Absolutely for the best.
Just sit here and say something in the
He's just there to look pretty.
Owen, here you
that's
go. You
all.
can repeat it.
Nope, I'm not repeating that.
Yeah, for the love of God, don't repeat that out loud.
Anyways, it's going to be in Central Park on October 6th. So if you want to get nailed to other people, go to Central Park.
Hashtag Jesus jokes.
Whoa.
I'm not the bottom anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna examine that in detail
We're-
later.
Yikes.
All right.
Sam
much
Smith
yikes.
is going to be doing the new James Bond theme song.
Really?
The
See, I
title
think it
good.
wasn't. I heard that was a whole ruse.
they just released the title of the song. It's called "Writings on the Wall." Yeah,
So it's gonna sound like a Tom Petty song.
probably. Yeah. That's how you music. That's
That's how you music.
that's
yeah,
how you
have
do
you ever
it.
met the person that looks happy in front of a wall? They're morons. Don't look happy in front of walls.
Walls don't appreciate it.
Why are we talking about walls?
I thought we were talking about Sam Smith.
We were talking about Owen being no.
For a second, I thought Bracky was going to say that Sam Smith was going to be James Bond, and I was going to be confused, but okay with it.
If you finish that sentence.
That's why I didn't.
Yikes.
Everyone knows what I was gonna say.
I wasn't paying attention to you, so I don't, but you don't need to remind me.
Kanye West has announced he's running for president in 2020.
No.
All right. Whatever. Donald Trump opened the circus gates. I don't even care anymore.
He did it while accepting the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award at the VMAs. and-
That's why everyone was talking about him.
Yeah.
Where he didn't stop talking for like.
Why would he stop talking? He's
Owen,
the greatest
no one
thing
can
ever.
hear you because you don't have a microphone.
I know.
Just
that's
grab
what-
Kinney's.
No, nah. I'm done. I'm done.
You're a human mic stand.
No, but why?
I'm too tired for this.
Like at some point, I feel like Kanye West running for president now that Donald Trump has run for president. I mean, regardless of where that ends up, which we all know exactly where that's going to end up, but regardless of where it ends up,
Yeah, he's
it's
gonna
like
win.
it's like all of the elephants getting out at the circus and just trampling everything, and then later, like one of the giraffes like pokes their head out and then just kind of casually strolls out. Like I don't give a shit about Kanye running for president. I can't say that. Sorry. I don't care about Kanye running for president anymore because all the elephants just already stampeded out with Trump. Like it doesn't matter.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Remember when he said that?
Yeah, I remember that.
No.
But here's my question:
Yeah.
Who would Kanye have for a vice president, or like who's his secretary of defense? You know,
Pac and
like,
Biggie, they're gonna come back from Jamaica.
They're holograms.
the holograms.
I'm still stuck on First Lady Kim Kardashian.
I'm still stuck on
Ooh.
whomever photoshopped Kanye West's face onto a bunch of Northwest
my
bodies
God.
and put them on the internet.
Somebody took Kanye and Kim's baby and photoshopped Kanye's head onto her, and like on pictures from some day when she was out with Kim and they're like shopping or whatever. It is the funniest thing you will ever see in your life. We'll find the album.
That is
We will put it
legit.
up. It's so
It's a thing of beauty.
unbelievably funny.
This sounds disturbing.
It's goofy looking. Like, but they did a really good job. Like for a second, you have to wonder if this is like a midget that looks like Kanye, but it's not.
You
It's a
actually thought
toddler
that?
with
They did a
Photoshop.
really good job.
Say that M word?
Huh?
Isn't that isn't it dwarf? Isn't that the correct nomenclature?
No, I think technically there are
a
dwarves
little
and
person.
midgets.
That's definitely not the right way to do it.
No, it's totally little person.
No,
They're-
because
they're
midget
little
is a
people.
legal status.
No.
Yes.
No way, it's illegal.
No.
Yes.
I thought
midget
I
is a
thought
legal status.
I thought midget was like the equivalent of N-word.
No.
for-
Yeah,
for
that's kind of
little
what the
people.
camp I was
No.
in.
Yeah.
No, because you can be a legal midget. Like if you're
Can I be a legal midget?
no.
The same guy photoshopped George Clooney's face onto Prince George.
Why?
I don't know, but I like it.
All in nice.
What is wrong with the world?
I don't know.
And cats with celebrity teeth.
Katie, get off the internet.
Seriously, Katie, put the phone on. Hashtag.
Hashtag put the phone down.
Hashtag put the phone down.
There's something weird and wonderful going on here, and
This
I don't
news
want
took
to.
Insanely long.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what happens. Anyways, that is
normally
all
does.
of the news. Thank God.
News.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Watson, cocaine clown.
I don't know what's happening right now. Yikes. All right. Well, I'm glad that was a thing that happened
That took
forever and a day.
Time.
Yeah.
It's
a
fine.
while.
You know what though? It always does. Like the news is one of those things that it really does bear careful consideration, I think.
I have to thoroughly discuss every subject
You do.
to get to the bottom of it.
You do.
We've discussed pretty much every subject in this short time period.
I think so.
Yeah.
Owen, no one can hear you.
Just yell really loud and someone will pick it up.
I'll just start doing
Yell. Yell. Just yell.
Why?
That's not loud enough.
That's perfect.
It's
Probably
gonna
not.
sound
Why?
Well, on from the appetizer to today's main course, and because we're making food puns now.
Don't do
I
that because
decided.
I'm really hungry.
Oh God, I am too.
Food.
I haven't eaten today, so that was a bad
You
idea.
guys want to all get
Food.
lunch after this?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. I'm glad.
If I have time before I have to go to work.
Shut up, Nathan. The
Boo.
answer was yes.
The answer is yes.
Who
All right.
works?
So we are here with the Manchester Social Club, and shut your mouth.
Shit your mouth?
I tried, I failed, and I was just gonna move on. It was gonna be totally fine. And then
Adam,
yes.
You're shitting me to tears.
So I'm glad that you.
What?
You weren't there.
Okay, we'll double back around to that because it really does bear explaining. Like it's a weird expression. It doesn't make any sense. So we'll double back around to that. But for now, Nate, Owen, we're gonna be talking about the Manchester Social Club, and we did this really weird thing today where we already recorded the songs.
Yes.
So it's
We
gonna
did.
be it's we're doing this thing where we try and like plan ahead a little bit, and we already recorded the tunes, and then we'll have the video cuts, and it's very clever, it's very professional, and we're not talking about it because fourth wall, but but it
There are 4 walls in here,
there are 4 walls in here.
at least.
Yeah, but yeah, it is a little bit different territory for us. So I'm glad that we have you guys here because we know that we can completely screw everything up, and you just be like, oh, okay,
Yeah, we just like to hang out and party.
yeah, exactly.
Hashtag dude.
We saw the aftermath of that this morning.
Yikes.
Man, Nate walked in today completely and totally blasted. Like
It's not blasted.
You're
yeah.
I was rough. We'll go with rough.
Sure.
Minneapolis happened, man. They had
Yeah.
Boddington's on tap, and you got to take advantage of that when you can find it.
wow.
So, Nate, the first question I have, I think, is probably directed solely at you, which is the name, the Manchester Social Club, because I realized I've even played, like, multiple gigs with the Manchester Social Club.
Yep.
Never had any idea why it was called the Manchester Social Club. Like, what's the scoop?
So when I started the band, I was living in Los Angeles, and I grew up here, you know, and I would come back here, and I wanted to play gigs here, and I wanted to play gigs in LA. I want to play gigs all over the place, but it's so expensive to fly an entire band somewhere to play a gig that I would never, you know, I would never even recoup a quarter of what I spent on it. So I wanted to call the band the Social Club originally, because I figured out there I would have my players out there, I would have my players here, you know, kind of almost like the old country thing, like get a pickup band wherever you go, you know. And then it left it open to be able to play with a lot of different people. I love playing with different people because you learn something different from every person you play with. So that's kind of what I wanted it to be. And then also I wanted it to have a very like family vibe with the audience, you know, and have it be that, you know, we're there together, we're all partying together. It's not like you're the audience, I'm the band, now you watch me. You know, like I want, you know, the interaction to be there. So I wanted to call it the Social Club. So I went to go buy thesocialclub.com, and it's a swingers house in Dallas.
Really?
That
Really,
Whoa.
I swear to God.
sounds
Swingers house in Dallas.
Interesting.
Not even-
www.thesocialclub.com.
So if you're into mature people, it's thesocialclub.com because it is a mature swingers house.
wow.
Okay.
I have not investigated further than that. So anyway, so I was like, okay, well that's not gonna work. So I gotta like throw another word in there, or you know, change it up a little bit. And on my mom's side, my whole family's from Northern England, and everyone's Manchester United fans and whatnot. But I didn't really put 2 and 2 together until I was driving to LAX to fly somewhere, and I passed Manchester Avenue. I was actually on the phone with Stace at the time, and I was telling the story. I'm like, so I laid out the whole idea of it.
Time out. You were telling your mom about this swingers house in
Well,
Dallas
no, like,
that-
yeah, well, I was, because I was like, because before I started the Social Club,
Mom, you need to check this place out.
All right, Mom, I got a URL for you. I'm gonna need you to grab a pen.
No, because before I started the social club, I actually quit. Because the band before that, Black Velvet Deluxe, I quit playing music for 2 years. So I called her to say I was gonna, start playing again and put a group together, and do an album. And I want to call it the Social Club, but Mom, that's a swingers house in Dallas. And she was like, "Well, that's problematic." I'm like, "Absolutely." So about that time, I literally, it sounds like BS, but about that time, I passed Manchester Avenue in LA on my way to LAX. I was like, I kind of saw it. I was like, the Manchester Social Club, like that totally makes all the sense in the world. So that's how the name came about.
Well, thank you, Manchester Avenue. Good timing.
That was cheesy.
It was.
It was super cheesy, and if you've ever been to Manchester Avenue, because it's in Inglewood,
Okay.
See, we don't come from LA, so
all of the gangsters.
All of the gangsters.
so that's my part of town.
yeah.
Yes.
If you walk through,
As Tupac said, Inglewood, always up to no good.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
That's the only time I've ever heard of
R.I.P.
Inglewood doing anything, really.
Tupac.
I don't know.
R.I.P.
For a second, I thought you were spelling R-A-P, and I was like, yes, Bradley.
I like R.I.P.
I said a hip, a hop.
hippity hop. Anyways,
I said hip hop, hip hop, you don't stop.
And so, how long has Manchester Social Club actually been a thing then? How long ago was that?
So I came up with the whole idea. That was March 2013, and then I spent the summer recording the first album, and we released it in. Well, I started gigging it in September of 13, and then we released the album in December of 13. So yeah, a couple years. Seems crazy.
Yeah,
Been
right.
that long. It's what I've been doing for that long. I mean, I guess it's not that long in terms of you look at bands that have been together for like the Stones, been 70 years. But
70?
yeah, yep.
Might want to check your numbers.
When Mick Jagger wrote those songs
When he was a child.
Two.
when he was when he was actually
In utero.
in utero.
He
yeah,
was.
absolutely no. But like I don't know. Like I haven't done the same thing in terms of bands for anything for that long.
Yeah.
And this will actually be the first music group that did anything past the debut album. So yeah, new territory.
Yeah. So you're prepping for a at least temporary move to Australia.
Yes.
And what does that mean for TMSC?
So TMSC. So originally I was like, band's done, whatever. I'm going to Australia, and then I sat back and I was like, why? I don't have to do that because like going back to the social club thing. Like, so I'll be taking the ethos and the songs and everything down to Australia, and kind of go more of it like an acoustic folky route.
Are you going to write songs about kangaroos?
Wallabies, actually.
He's gonna write songs with kangaroos, Daniel
yes,
Brackey.
with kangaroos.
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 How about a conga line with some kangaroos?
What? A conga line with kangaroos?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. TMSC version 2.0. No, so, and, I'm only going there for, 6 to 12 months. So I'll take the ethos and the songs down there. And because our fan base down there is virtually non-existent. There's like 2 fans. When I did Google, I did Google tracking on my website, and I was like, I wonder, like internationally, like where outside of America, where my biggest fan base is, and there were 2 in Australia.
Wow.
2.
You should
So-
just show up at their doorstep.
I was gonna say, so those 2 people, I will show up at your doorstep with an acoustic guitar and a 6-pack, and we're hanging
And
out.
promptly be arrested.
I've never been to an Australian jail. It could be interesting.
You're going to have to... Have you been to Australia?
No.
What if they have, like, weird laws that you don't know about and you just, like, get arrested as soon as you get there? Like, what if your haircut is illegal?
Well, I mean, by then with the rate it's thinning and receding, I don't even think I'll have hair by then.
When are you leaving?
December.
It's like
I know the pain.
just a couple months away.
Couple months.
You can make it.
I am milking as much hair as I can for as long as I can because I'm doomed.
Milking hair is a really bad image.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I-
clear
no.
that. from my brain too.
No.
All
Just
the nose.
now, just out of curiosity, I haven't seen your hair today because you've been wearing this hat happening all the time. So let's see.
Let's not.
Let's see where we're at today.
Let's not do
Go-
that.
No.
No.
Now that it's been brought up, let's see what's going on.
Can I just preface this with, I haven't showered in like 3 days.
You
'Cause
can, but
It's just
you just put that up.
That
on
wasn't
YouTube.
necessary.
that wasn't necessary. So we've been partying a bit. It's pretty flat and
Wow.
bad, yeah.
It's like a tiny little animal died on you.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, no, it could use a good comb and a
Oh my
shower.
God, it could use a lot of things.
Single file, ladies.
I am single.
No, I'm just saying, like your hair, it's all single file.
Oh, the single ladies.
Get it?
Oh, the single.
Get it?
No, I
'Cause
don't get it because you
it's
made the joke.
Single, because it's all in a row.
It's in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
I
not
think
single
that's where he
file
was
because
going
there's more
with
than
that.
one hair in
Yeah,
a row.
and they're standing next to each other this way too.
You're right. They're at least 10 hairs wide.
That's probably about right.
Funny stuff. So, as far as major gigs that TMSC's done, did you
Yes.
like that nice little
That was a beautiful segue out of
Segue
an
was
embarrassing topic.
totally turned around there? Yeah. Anyway, as far as major gigs that TMSC has done, I know you got to do some time down at South by Southwest.
Yep.
Where else that really sticks out for you that you've played?
Let's see. First Avenue.
What was South by Southwest jail like?
What was jail like?
Kind of set that up because you
Adam
said
said you
you
did
did some
some
time
time.
at South by Southwest.
You're an
It's like San Quentin, but South by Southwest.
Well, I was gonna say I actually don't want to get into that story, but no. Anyways, no. South by Southwest was amazing. I can preface that. I'm absolutely doing that. That's a you had to be there moment. Anyways, so no, so we've done First Avenue, which was one of the. I mean, that's one of those clubs. It's
no one's ever heard of it.
well, not only has no one ever heard of it, but it's like none of my favorite bands have ever played there.
right.
You know, and it's not
with,
legendary.
with the possible exception of all of them.
Right, exactly. You know, I just wouldn't. I mean, Social D just played there. You know, and they're a huge influence on me and whatnot. So First Avenue definitely is up there, and I've actually been lucky enough to play First Avenue 3 times in my life, and I hope there's more.
When you say in your life, do you mean like you were a kid one of those times or something?
I was actually that First Avenue was the first place I actually ever played them ever,
What?
and I was 14.
No kidding.
Yep.
What
That
were
was
you
that was
doing?
my first what?
What were you doing?
Kicking ass.
Oh. What?
Naturally, no. It was a camp that was held by McPhail, and they just throw you into bands and put you in a room and say you have a week to figure out what you're gonna do. You got 15 minutes on stage at First Ave.
Nice.
That
And
sounds pretty okay.
It wasn't bad. So we did China Grove by the Doobie Brothers.
Nice.
We did Sliver by Nirvana, and we did an original that was written that should never be played again.
Do you have any?
So it was yours, is what you're saying.
Unfortunately, I
An early
can-
songwriting attempt.
I can claim my name was on that piece.
Is there any evidence of this anywhere?
No.
Damn it. That would have been
Not
fantastic.
photographic, not videographic.
Photographic, yes. Videographic, no.
Can you please
Yeah.
put this on Bookface?
Yeah, I would like to see.
Yeah, I was gonna say
14-year-old
that
Nate Beck.
there's no photos on there. Yeah, you want to see 14-year-old Nate Beck?
I would like to see 14-year-old Nate Beck.
That would be
creepy,
intriguing.
bro.
I assume he had more hair.
I did. Well, actually, not too much because when I was 14, I was going to a military high school that made me cut my hair.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, I went to St. Thomas Academy.
How do you act the way you do if you went to a military high school?
Because it was so suppressive, then I was like, I exploded and turned into this. Like I was just like, they were like, "Rah, we control you," and then I was like, okay, pop, the bubble dump, pop, son. But yeah, no. So
Oh, you
anyways,
meant like personality?
yeah.
Because I thought. Never mind. All right.
Moving on. No, but we played Fine Line, which was amazing. That was one of the
cool
coolest
spot.
shows. That was a great spot,
It's a cool spot if you get people in there.
Yes.
Yes.
and it was packed, and I'm super proud to say that.
There you go.
Good.
So that's great. Triple Rock. It was always a dream of mine to play Triple Rock. It's So again, it's like it's one of those clubs that all my favorite bands have played there, and it's a very iconic punk venue. Even I mean, No Effects wrote
Absolutely.
a song about the Triple Rock, so. So I was super stoked to play there, and then I mean everything kind of. So I played all those gigs and it was great in all those venues. But what was really cool for me was like my entire life, my entire musical life, I wanted to have a residency, at a bar and book other bands that I liked, because I feel that, especially like in the booking side of things, that in this, like I feel this way about at Los Angeles here. I've played the East Coast, everywhere. Is that bars will, even if it's not pay to play, it might as well be pay to play, because
Right.
and they book bands, and the first band is reggae, and the second band is rock and roll, and the third band's rap, and it's like for anyone going to go see these bands, there's no continuity to it, and it's like, what the are you thinking as a booker? Well, you're thinking this band brings a lot of people and this band brings a lot of people, so their bar sales go up. Cool, sounds good. Who cares if the band sucks? Their friends come out and drink. So I don't like that at all, right? So I always wanted to do a residency where like I would book bands that I enjoy listening to myself, and maybe bands that while they don't have a big following, but they're super talented people,
Right.
and whatnot. So a year ago. I started a residency with the crew over at Minnesota Music Cafe, and we booked bands like through there as the first Thursday of every month, and it was one of the greatest things that I've done. Being able to put those other bands on stage and give them a place to play, and and like have a home for TMSC in Minnesota too, and I love that stage. And I love that room. The stage is huge. Like you run from one end to the other and you're sweating. So
Yeah.
it's a big stage.
Definitely.
But it's also one of those venues that they run it absolutely transparent in terms of honesty, and they never try to screw you around and whatnot. And especially after dealing with all the shit in LA, to find a venue that truly cared about the artist and truly cared about what happened in there, without money being the first priority,
Right.
is completely admirable. And it reinvigorates inside, where you're like, maybe there are good people in this industry, because the industry is definitely full of a lot of shit, So I think that right there was the coolest thing that we did lately, in the Minnesota thing.
Yeah. And you started that out with one group of guys, and then eventually you ended up with
A different-
Nate and Owen.
Different group, these group of guys.
Yeah. So and that actually makes me curious. So I kind of directing this at you two for a second. Where did you two run into Nate? I guess Kenny, we'll start with you.
Well, I ran into Nate through work because of my job at Rock Camp for Dads. Nate came out and helped out with a couple of camps and played drums with me a couple times, and we became friends. So when he was looking for a lead guitarist, we went.
It was actually over Boddington's too. See,
Yeah.
Boddington's beer can take you to good
Yeah.
places.
You and the beer, man.
We went and sat down at Leaning Tower of Pizza.
We did. It was
Yum.
Then next thing I know,
Where is
I'm
that?
playing guitar for
You
this
have
band.
here.
Yeah.
It's fun stuff.
And Owen?
Johnny Bravo.
One of these days, I'm going to get you for that.
I'm waiting.
I got to know Nate through School of Rock. He's a co-owner, and I've been going there for years. And I think the first time I worked with you was on the Progressive Motorcycle Expo show. And then one Manchester Social Club show, he needed someone to sub in on bass. So I did just for that show, and then I got the opportunity to come back a couple more times.
I think I remember the show that you subbed bass for, because you were also playing with Devouring Maidens.
It was the first
for that
Devouring
show.
Maidens show.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was-
So I
I was
with
at
both-
that,
I
yeah.
played with both bands that night.
You were busy.
Welcome to music.
that doesn't work out when you're older than 21.
Or when I'm not inebriated.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're, not over 21.
Is that what happens when I turn 21? It's just permanent.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eh.
Another country heard from.
Unless you're Katie. Well, it is worth pointing out, I think, that the youngest person here is Owen by a decade.
Yeah, about
Don't
a
make me
decade.
feel so old.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was surprised to see that you drove yourself today. Not because not because I had
No. Finish the sentence.
not
Do
because
go
I didn't
on.
know you had your license, but because I legitimately had forgotten
Oh,
that you
thank
had
you,
your
Daddy drop you off at the interview.
to be fair, I did actually follow my parent because we had no idea where this was because you changed the location like an hour before.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
he did.
I'm
Although,
sorry.
I mean, in all fairness and in Owen's defense, he's probably the most talented musician and most responsible one in here. I would venture to say probably.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Seems
Which is
fair to me.
yeah.
And
I
now
mean,
can
which
get
is
myself
which
the-
is why
the textbook on the chair of the car. I can reach the pedals now. So I can
Hashtag proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. When the whole lineup switch happened, it was I made it a very first priority to get band members I didn't have to stress about learning their parts and showing up and
Not sucking.
yeah. I didn't say it. You did, but I definitely did.
Exactly.
Anyways, so yeah. So I mean, totally hats off to you guys for making my life way less stressful.
Thank you.
Well, we've already got the tunes recorded, so
Yep.
I'm gonna go that really weird route and say like I would really like to hear one of your songs now because technically we already did. But the first one we recorded
You've
was
played them a few times.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's
There is
that. The first one we recorded was a tune called Bar Tops. What's the story there?
So Bar Tops is the song that actually got me back into music. When I did Black Velvet Deluxe and everything, then we broke up and I quit playing music for a while. I had this inside of me. I didn't actually plan on starting to play music again. I just wanted to write a song that I felt was very honest, that I was truly proud of, and that was gonna be my cheers, guys. I'm done, right? And I wanted to record this one song, right? And I wrote Bar Tops because I was living in Santa Barbara at that time, and there's a bar there called the Press Room, and the greatest bar ever. It holds 40 people. All you do is like watch soccer and rap, but it's a very, very family environment. Which, you know, when I was up there, I didn't have any family close by, so they Thanksgiving it was the Press Room crew, and I would always hang out there, and it was a very we were almost like each other's counselors kind of in life, you know, like we'd go there and we'd rap about shit that was going on and, you know, just get it off our chest and whatnot. So I wrote it coming from the perspective that, you know, everyone like you go to the neighborhood bar and like you get it out, you get all the shit out, you know, and it's a very therapeutic thing, and that's where the chorus came from. We made it out alive with Bar Tops by our side, you know, and then in the second verse, I mention Juliet, who is, you know, obviously a fictional character, but it's like there always seems to be like that one person at the bar that just wants to keep the party going but doesn't really know kind of what they're doing with their life, and in the meantime they're just going crazy, you know, but deep inside they're kind of bummed out and kind of want to get their stuff together, you know. And then later in the verse I talk about Mr. Thomas Jones, who's always like the person who finally they're old and they wake up and they're like, I lived my life because a certain way because that's what society told me to do, and I'm now, you know, old, and I'm like, why did I ever do that? Why didn't I break out and live my life the way I wanted to live it, because it is my life, you know. But in the end, everyone makes it out alive with Bar Tops by their side because they go there and they get all their shit out, you know. So that's where that came from, and I recorded that song, and I was super proud of it, you know. And then I was like, maybe I'll just do one more. So then I wrote another song, and I was super stoked with that one, and I was like, oh, I'll just do one more. I'll just do this until I write a terrible song, which I definitely did. But, you know, I wrote like 10 songs that I was proud of. I was like, just go record an album, man. So welcome back to music, dude, you know.
Awesome. Well, we'll take a quick break here and check out Bar Tops by the Manchester Social Club.
archives filled with loss on empty glass stands. A smoldering cigarette that flickers and fades. The light moves through the smoke. The air settles into the oak. It captures the stories of a same morning. Made it out alive. The bar tops by our side. The jukebox memories of all the absurdities. Made it out alive. The bar tops by our side. The jukebox memories of all the absurdities. Poor young Juliet, she only sees what she never gets. And there's no reason, 'cause her that evening, and Mr. Thomas Jones, he gave her life a cause unknown. And now he's waiting for St. Peter's taking. We made it out alive. The bar tops by our side. The jukebox memories of all the absurdities. We made it out alive. The bar tops by our side. The jukebox memories of all the absurdities. So look at us now. The things turned out alright. With no regrets at all. We made it out alive. The bar tops by our side. The jukebox memories of all their absurdities. Made it out alive. The bar tops by our side. The jukebox memories of all the absurdities. We made it out alive. The bar tops by our side. The jukebox memories of all the absurdities.
All right, that was Bar Top by the Manchester Social Club and Bracky doing epic poses.
Yeah.
You are you are the next cover of Rock Band. I can just see it now.
I would be a really good playable character in that game.
You would
I would just hop around like this the whole time.
do the jazz dance.
Yeah.
Jazz.
No. Really? That's pretty cute.
It's Bracky's dancing.
You guys played at the CIA?
Yeah. No, Owen and Bracky and I and a few other people we at one point did we put together a band for a one-off gig, and we called it the CIA. And then anytime we were talking about the band running up to the show, we were tagging the actual CIA in this show.
That's pretty rad, actually.
It was
It
fun.
was cool, and we all dressed in suits and stuff.
Suits and sunglasses and the whole nine, and it was pretty sweet. So, anyway,
That should be a series, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Department of Agriculture.
Right.
Actually, my brother works for the Fish and Wildlife Reserve. We can make this happen.
Then you'd have to like. Then
Yeah,
you'd have
we
to
got
dress up
this.
as forest rangers. Like,
It would be too perfect.
hi, we're the Fish and Wildlife Service.
I love it.
I'll come dressed up as a boat.
But that would mean at some point we'd have to be the DMV as well, which
I was there yesterday and spent $100 at the DMV, and I wanted to shoot somebody.
But you didn't.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah.
You took the high
You kept
road,
it
Bracky.
together.
You're so bright right now.
Thank you.
well, so that happened.
Shoulders makes me happy.
You're gonna look like an angel on the video, but not a good angel.
The angel of death.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know.
Remember that one time
That
you
was
did
the most not
a
metal.
gig and you were screaming all the time and it was ridiculous?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a few times.
all right. And
What are we talking
having
about?
that, I wanted to talk about that other tune that we recorded from the Manchester Social Club. We recorded a tune
It was
earlier
good.
called "Lost in Lust." What's the story behind that?
Cookies.
It's definitely not cookies. No, I
That's just how Bracky feels about cookies.
I was
Yes.
I was dating a girl at the time, and I
Wait, you
went
date girls?
from time to time, every now and then.
Who puts up with you?
Great question. Not many people. Anyways,
Well, her name is.
yeah, we're definitely not going to say that. So I was dating a girl at the time, right? And School of Rock had we have an international conference every year. It was in Chicago. And like 2 days before it started, I decided to go because I make all my decisions last minute. So anyway, so I go to Chicago to the international conference with Stace and my mother. And and we get there.
This would be the same mother that you introduced to the Dallas Swinger House.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we go there, right?
So, are you telling us this song's about your mom? Because you're kind of burying the headline.
There's
there,
not
if
enough
that's the
alcohol
case.
in the world. No, it's not. Anyways, no. But okay. Anyways, so we go to Chicago, right? So we're in Chicago,
Whoa.
and you think so we're with all the other owners of School of Rocks, right? And you think that this morning was rough. You should have been in Chicago because Uncle Sam, goddamn, we partied our asses off, and it was amazing because not only did we party our asses off with us. But it was Jimmy Chamberlain from the Smashing Pumpkins, Earl Slick from David Bowie Band, Victor Wooten partied with that guy. So it was like this insane party.
How do I get to this party?
Talk to me later. A bunch of owners and GMs, which like we went to Chicago, and I didn't think that without the owners and business people, and we're not going to party. But it was literally like bar shut down at 2:00. So Joe Roberts, the head of the board of corporate, right? Like big, like you don't get more in charge than this guy. He goes up to his room, brings down a bottle of tequila, and promptly tells the bar, "We're now drinking our tequila in your bar, and you're not closing." Which they didn't do until 4 a.m. when they had to bring security to like, you guys either go or we're gonna make you go back to your rooms and go to bed.
So you're basically saying after the show, it's the after party.
And after the party,
It's the
It's the
hotel
hotel
lobby.
party.
and then around about 4,
You got to clear the lobby.
take it to a room and freak somebody.
Right.
So that's what it was.
So that's how Lost
So-
in Lust happened.
So that's how Lost.
The remix
No.
to Ignition?
Anyway, so I'm dating the girl, and I go to Chicago, insane parties, and she's all like, "Oh my god, I miss you," and blah 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 and whatnot, and then.
Clearly.
I think I
Sounds like a keeper.
just now figured out why this relationship didn't work out. Please continue.
No, it was good. No, it was no. Like, okay, no, I'm not giving her enough credit, but no. So anyway, so I come back from Chicago, and we spend it was about a week. Like we both took the week off and spent the week we call it living room camping. So she had a pull-out couch and a TV and like next to the fireplace. So we spent the week living room camping and enjoying ourselves, you know. So
Sounds so classy.
They made s'mores, y'all.
well,
Yeah.
no, it was cute. It was super cute and perfect. Like it was good, you know. And you know, I wasn't in love with her, but there was definitely more than just like you. So, but I mean, even if you listen to the lyrics, like some gin by the fire, you know, let's see what transpires. Like that song was 100% accurate and completely true. And so I spent the week with her, living room camping. Which I definitely advise you to do that. It's great. So,
Just to
then-
be clear, this is not your mom we're talking
this
about.
is not my mom we're talking about.
It's his cousin.
Oh.
Twice removed, so it's fine.
Oh.
You know, no, so you know, and like I went home, and I'd had this experience, and I kind of was like, all right, cool. And then that night I had a rehearsal, and I go, and my old guitar player was playing the verse chords to it, but it's just a common jazz progression. You know, I don't know what song he was playing, but he was with those chords, and I was like, holy shit, stop. What are you playing? He goes, well, it's an A major to a C sharp major minor 7, 11, 9, 12 theory. And I'm like, no. Just tell me where to put my fingers. So
which was not the first time that week he had said that.
absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. No. So so we did that, and then I went home that night and I put all the words to that music, and that's how Lost and Lust came about. So I feel like I might owe her royalties when that song comes out.
I mean, that's
I'm still confused. What does that have to do with Chicago or
And your
Jimmy
mom.
Chamberlain or Vic Wooten or your mom? Yeah. Like,
No, because if I didn't go to Chicago and party
with your mom.
and Smashing Pumpkins people, if I didn't go there and party, then I wouldn't have been away from her, which means I wouldn't have missed her and she wouldn't have missed me, so we wouldn't have living room camp for the week after I got back. No song.
gotcha. Okay.
The Notebook.
The Notebook. Hashtag the Notebook.
Absolutely. But yeah. So it wouldn't have been this like separation, pull, and then absolute running towards each other. And
So who called you a fool?
I said some may call me a fool.
So who are those some?
You know Ben Munkitrick, our roadie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He called me a fool from time to time.
Does he also tell you where to put your fingers?
In a pliable butthole.
Back to that.
Hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag, sorry.
Well, that has been a significant dose of horrifying. Let's listen to Lost and Lust.
Absolutely.
Pathetics of albums, memories, snapshots and postcards from our dreams. We wrote a story or two. 'Cause sometimes time comes a bit too late. And please let me hold you while we wait. Because tonight I'm loving you. You. Some gin by the fire. Let's see what transpires. If only for a time or two. So let's burn together. Look in your eyes and you'll say it's forever. But tonight, you're all I've got to lose. Some may call me a fool, but I'm lost in lust with you. So darling, hold me dear. Some may call me a fool, but I'm lost in lust with you. So darling, hold me dear. and you still look adoring, and I realize what trouble I'm into. While it's time to go, while I must leave, I'll return to my life for these, but I'll cherish my burns and my sweet blackbird you. Some may call me a fool, but I'm lost in lust with you, and so darling, hold me dear. Some may call me a fool, but I'm lost in lust with you, so darling, hold me dear. Some may call me a fool, but I'm lost in lust with you, so darling, hold me dear. Some may call me a fool, but I'm lost in lust with you, so darling, hold me dear. Some gin by the fire, let's see what transpires, if only for a time or two.
He's driving the struggle bus and living La Vida Merp.
Some interesting conversations happen when the video changeovers. I don't even know what's going on. But that was Lost in Lust by the Manchester Social Club. And if you are watching this on YouTube, this is about the time when the bus pulls over and you get off, because we're going to start talking about big people things now. So you can see the big people things if you go to iTunes.
I love seeing big people things.
Yes, Bracky loves seeing big people things. You can see all the big people things too, or hear them rather. You can't see them at all, but you'll be able to hear the big people things if you go to iTunes and find Tusk Radio and subscribe to the podcast, which you can do for free. But in the meantime, we're going to be saying goodbye to our friends on YouTube. So Nate, where can we find the Manchester Social Club all over the internet?
So that's the great thing about having a really long name is it's themanchestersocialclub.com, Instagram, The Manchester Social Club, Facebook, The Manchester Social Club, Twitter is actually Manchester S Club.
I was going to say, does it fit on Twitter?
No, it doesn't, and it really gets me. No, but yeah, I mean, literally anything, any platform, it's just the Manchester Social Club, and that's where we are at. It's iTunes. I would prefer you not do Spotify because I get paid 0.0006% of a cent.
Wow, you
Per
do
play.
better than me.
This is,
I get
That's-
0.00006.
oh, that's why I'm drinking Coors Light.
Right.
No, like check it out. So do that. Stay tuned. We have a new EP coming out in December that I am doing a special promotion for anyone that sends me a personal email at themanchestersocialclub@gmail.com. I will send you the EP for free for being a fan and checking out the things that I do on
Nice.
Tusk Radio and whatnot. So if you're listening, definitely hit us up in December. Shoot that out. Thank you so much for Tusk for having us, though.
Hey, it's been fun. And the fun is going to continue, but it's going to continue without you. Everybody wave goodbye to the camera. Goodbye,
Bye,
camera.
YouTube.
Cheers,
Bye,
camera.
Now I'm gonna awkwardly walk over there and turn it off.
Yeah, if you could just take care of that.
Saunter.
Bow.
This is Bracky's theme music that's happening.
Bracky, this is why you don't have people to tell you to put fingers places because that was weird.